Hello, all you fabulous monster fuckers just the same as I. Welcome to another episode of Monster Prom. We're starting on the secret ending today, and we're gonna start off with everybody's favorite, I hope so, the Deity ending, which involves getting the Totem of the GORD from the shop. So let's begin. One player, first turn, short game. Ah, spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We went on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who am I today? Today, we're Oz.
Alright.
And we'd yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of my 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam DeLancourt, 400-something, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Holly Geist, 22, probably, a party ghost with insatiable hunger for all the wrong things.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. We will be romancing none of them. Welcome to Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever. Old men are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Wait no more, we're not using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever, TM will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This what each of you will stop by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. It's your chance to fix global warming. Go ahead. It's time to be a real hero. I'll lead a mission into the sun in order to invite the sun to the party of its life. We'll have so many hilarious misadventures that the sun will eventually become cooler. Global warming isn't real. I invented it, and now science is claiming authorship because science is a lame copycat with no original ideas. Nah, the world is doomed, but I'll start investing in ships by start a profitable business for the soon-to-be covered by water world. We get that money. If you could put a curse on your worst enemy, what would it do? You can't rely on the effectiveness of a curse. I prefer to take care of my enemies the old-fashioned way, by exposing them to unsafe doses of radiation over the course of several years. The curse of always meeting obnoxious people at parties who are super into new fad diets that feel the need to explain them in detail. I'd Kirsten fall in love with a wonderful person and be happily married for years before they realize that all this time, their partner is a wild panther in disguise. Then the panther viciously devours my enemy. Classic. We'll do that for charm, because it'll be a killer accessory. Necklace with your own name, in case you forget. Shiny armor. Fancy brass knuckles. Sunglasses at night. Fabulous purse made from the skin of your worst enemy. Coolness itself. We'll take the coolness itself.
Alright.
Alright, doing pretty well. Need more money. That day you spent some time in the library's PCs, playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares, this time it paid off, so fuck it. You gained 2 money. Later that night, you head out to a club with Polly and Liam. Using your fake IDs, only known as Polly's boobs, you have no problem getting in the door. The real trouble begins when you get to the bar and Polly starts teasing Liam. I'm telling you, boy, you got no game. And I'm telling you that I reject the ludic sexual paradigm underlying your assertion. All I'm saying is that if you're really as cool as you act all the time, you should have no problem getting digits from that gender indeterminate locust swarm down at the end of the bar. Well, of course I could, if I wanted to, but you see, the key to my allure is that I don't want anything. Since you, like Liam's just scared, you decide to go over there and show them both how it's done by coating yourself in insect pheromones. Don't go after people, make people go after you. Dancing so hard that you also separate a cloud of locusts. Top. You pull out the spray bottle of locust sex pheromones that you keep for just such occasions. You spritz it all over your most intimate areas. The hot young locust swarm at the end of the bar immediately takes notice. You talk all night about your hopes and dreams. It turns out the locust swarm wants to be a veterinarian. When you excuse yourself to go to the bathroom, Liam catches you by the arm. Hey, not that I care or anything, but do you think you could loan me some of those insect sex pheromones? No reason. Looks like Liam's got a fetish. You gain 2 charm and 1 smarts.
All right.
You're hoping to enjoy your meal in peace, but Coach seems to have a different idea. What's this? Eating regular food? Again? Fruits, vegetables, meats, dairy, blood, these are all parts of complete lunch, sure. But you're forgetting the most important food group of all, dietary supplements. Don't you worry now, old Coach never goes anywhere without some emergency vitamin. Here, take your pick. It would be rude to turn him down, and who knows, maybe he'll gain some benefit after all. Cole chills out 2 pill bottles. Palomino Gold 25 horse supplement for a shiny coat and luxurious made. A completely black bottle emblazoned with a Chinese character for party time. You swallow the entire bottle of mystery pills before Coach can stop you. Whoa, still ahead there, champ. The old woman who sold me those vitamins told me they were basically poison. And I bought them anyway, because as we all know, whatever it doesn't kill you, makes you. You wake up 36 hours later in the middle of an impassioned speech to student council about dolphin sex. You have no idea what happened during those 36 hours, but you have a new tattoo and everyone keeps calling you Deep 69. You gain 4 fun.
All right.
To the library. That day, you spend some time in the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose 10 karma, which isn't a satin scam, so who cares? And you gain 2 money. You catch sight of Liam and Vera nearby, doing what they do best, judging people.
Pathetic.
Do you see the leggings that Succubus is wearing? How could I not? They're about as subtle as the didactic intent of Jonathan Swift's A Modest Proposal. You know, Liam, sometimes I worry that we're the only 2 fashionable monsters at this entire school. But then I realized that's not something to worry about. That's something to feel smugly superior about. I could have put it only slightly better myself. Now focus, Vera. We've got so many more outfits to critique. No way to avoid it. You're about to walk right past them. Quick, improvise a fashion accessory that will actually impress them. This is fun. This is... Put on the hot dog costume and keep in your backpack for such emergencies. It's so ironic, Liam should love it. Strip naked, then tell them you're wearing fabric that only cool people can see. Vera's all about being cool. Well, the top hot dog. Liam and Vera watch as you carefully and deliberately change into your hot dog costume and then walk past them. Did he just change into that ridiculous outfit on purpose to fuck with us? My god, he must give... Hold on, let me double check this. Liam pulls out a pocket calculator and begins pressing some buttons. He gasps. -5 fucks. I didn't know it was possible to give that few fucks. I think we have to admit when we've been outplayed, Vera. Alright, I'll order us matching hot dog costumes immediately. Finally, dressing like a hot dog is becoming a trend you always hoped it would. You gain 2 charm and 1 fun.
All right.
To the gym for the shop. Hey, why didn't you stick around? So why don't you study and prepare for your future when you can come here and buy some weird shit instead, am I right? We want the power totem of the GORD, ruler of the Dark Realms. I'm not quite sure if it's safe for the school and the entire fabric of reality to sell this to high schools, but a girl needs a new pair of badass boots, so fuck safety. Yeah, who would want to save money for their college fund when you can spend it on weird stuff that's most likely useless? That's the spirit chant.
All right.
Hello, Coach. I'm desperately trying to enjoy your meal in peace, but Coach insists on striking up a conversation. Hey there, bud. What you drinking? What? Milk? That's it? That's hardly a drink at all. Everybody knows the drink is the backbone of a balanced lunch. And what would we be without backbones? I don't know. My doctor yells at me whenever I try to find out. But enough about me. Let's get you juiced. You can have sports sauce or muscle juice. What'll it be? Both. Whiskey. Whiskey. I don't remember offering you any whiskey. But you chose it, so I must have offered it to you. Otherwise, why would you have chosen it? Oh well, I guess I've just gotta go out and buy you a case of whiskey. Coach marches off to illegally purchase a whole bunch of alcohol on your behalf. When all your classmates realize they can get Coach to buy them booze just by asking, you become the coolest kid in school. You gain 4 fun.
All right.
To the gym again? That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. Later, you're strutting your stuff with your new totem when it attracts some wanted attention. Eee, what a cute little dark deity totem you're rocking. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so tiny and sweet compared to the dark gods of the ocean. Poor little helpless totem. Blood gushes forth from the totem's eyes, streaking its face with sinister red. Oh no! It's hungry! Poor little guy! Is that it, cutie patootie? Are you hungry wongy? The totem's mouth stretches open farther than it physically should be able to, and a swarm of locusts bursts forth. We need to find it a yummy for his tummy sacrifice. No princesses though. I'm sure that's not what it wants anyway. The totem burns fiery hot and icy cold at the same time. Aw, you better find a great sacrifice for the whittle deity. It'll make the gal so happy too. Sacrifice a giant sacrificial bonfire with weed. You self-sacrificing. Sacrifice yourself. The weed. Oh man, I do have a lot of weed on me right now. And from my father's plantations, we can get plenty of seaweeds. Wrong weed, Miriam. Normally, I don't like to sacrifice weed for anything, but for our pal here, I am happy to do it. The totem turns to ash in your hand, then pulls itself back together in the blink of an eye, somehow more terrifying than before. You and Polly turn out your pockets and create a pile of weed. Polly pulls out her lighter. Ah man, only for you, little buddy. The totem smiles a horrifying, gaping, glowing smile. With a flick of her finger, Polly sets the weed aflame. The cannabis bonfire leaps up high. High, get it? High? The totem lifts off the ground and floats high above the smoke, the smell of weed thick in the air. The calls of crows and wheezes of the dying echo around you. Aw, it's happy. You gain 2 boldness and 1 fun. See, this is all part of a secret ploy to eventually give Polly a Valley Girl accent.
All right.
To the gym again. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team. But suddenly, you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears and you take advantage of that weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose 5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now, and you gain 2 charm. Later, you, Polly, and Miranda are watching your adorable little dark deity totem melt the faces off passerbys when... Thank God, you found the totem! Hand it over, quickly! Whoa dude, just chill out for a second. Whatever seems to be the matter. We're off to have a lovely picnic with our dearest totem friend, Little Buddy. Your totem is the GORD, ruler of the Dark Realms, an agent of destruction. We must dispose of the totem before the world suffers. Rude? Truly though, what have you ever done to earn our friendship? This totem has been there for us whenever we need it. Yeah, when I ran an academy, Little Buddy made sure a dealer dropped dead in the club with full pockets, so I could have as much as I wanted. It was ketamilicious. When a suitor brought me the wrong flavors, little buddy made his eyes and teeth melt out of his face. The totem purrs happily, which sounds like the shrieking of 1,000 cows dying of famine. Literally every time I think you guys can't make worse choices, you somehow make worse choices. The coven prepares to attack, their sights set on your precious totem. You better think fast. Boldness is my lowest non-money stat, so I have to go to the second option. Swallow the totem whole and keep it safe in your belly. Use sleight of hand to make the totem disappear. Have to go to the second option. Thinking quickly, use your excellent dexterity to palm the totem. Ooh, where did it go? Wait, since when do you know magic? We didn't realize you were magical. We could have used this sorcery on so many quests. My word, do you ever stop talking? Please, leave us be, peasants. We have more important things to discuss. Well, I suppose if you possess such great powers, we can trust that you will be able to contain the dark deity within the totem. Yes, finally, a little respect around here. When have we ever not been trustworthy? The coven pieces out, presumably because they have no examples rather than so many. Nothing up your sleeve except the totem. You remove it and head off to your picnic. You gain 2 boldness and 1 smarts.
All right.
Whoop. You find Vera and Polly at the table, deep in conversation. Alright, business idea. People pay a monthly subscription to prevent me from drugging their food. Business idea. People pay me a monthly subscription to put drugs in their food. Business idea. Price out the cafeteria's current food supplier by selling plastic food. Business idea. Nipples. Just nipples. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Business idea. Use clever marketing and food science to create the perfect new diet craze and sell it for an insane profit. That's actually a really good idea. Better than nipples? Yes. We just need to figure out what our new diet product will be. Tapeworms, they're gluten-free, dairy-free, 100% organic, and you can get them for free from sick cows. Meth, that's what's for lunch. Oh yeah, you know, I was just complaining the other day that I made way more meth than I can ever do myself. The profit margin will be incredible. The problem is the name. Meth has a really terrible reputation. You need to rebrand. You mean come up with a new name? Like Skinny Fun Powder? Or Probably Not Meth? Yes, except not either of those. Oh, I know. I've got the perfect name. Don't say nipples. Kill me. But it turns out nipples is the perfect name for a drug you want to sell to high school students. Polly makes a killing, and drug dealing turns out to be a very romantic bonding experience for the two of you.
All right.
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You get into creativity. For a long moment, you, Polly, Miranda can do nothing but stare at the newly freed Dark Deity.
Awesome,
Dude, this is awesome. I can't believe our sweet little kawaii deity is finally out here in the universe with us. Me either, so like, what now? Yeah, I guess little buddy isn't so little anymore. Dark Deity smiles the grin of the eternally damned. The paint begins to melt off the walls of the hallway. Windows shatter, sending shards of glass flying dangerously through the air. The ground rumbles and shakes with the force of a magnitude 12 earthquake, which is actually farther than the Richter scale goes. Yikes, who knew that unleashing a Dark Deity from a totem would have consequences? This could definitely spiral out of control. Better do something, and fast. Fight the Dark Deity. Ask the Dark Deity to Monster Prom. You immediately drop to one knee and pull a beautiful bouquet of blood-soaked daisies. Oh my god, what? Squee! I cannot do that sound. You make your pitch to the Dark Deity, citing the wonderful times you've had together, annoying the coven, making sacrifices, melting faces, and how much it's all meant to you. The Dark Deity blushes and cracks creep across the glass of the windows. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me in several millennia of existence. Do you really feel that way about me? The dark deity flutters its eyelashes and birds drop dead from the sky. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. You're sure as a GORD, ruler of the dark realm, that yes, your feelings are on the level. This is amazing. It's been a while since anyone's... I need to protect my fragile heart. Aww. Let me think about it, okay? Totally okay. Wait, are you going to Monster Prom with your dark deity? Could be. You might have guaranteed a prom date, but you definitely gained 2 boldness and 1 charm. We go with no one.
Sure thing. All right.
You asked nobody to prom, because your heart now belongs to an ancient dark deity. Last time, the GORD told you to think about your proposal. You decided to go to prom and wait for it to appear. You believe from the bottom of your heart that your feelings are mutual, after everything you lived through together. And you're right! You have the cutest and nicest date together. You even hold hands, or whatever Zagord has for hands anyway. In a moment of vulnerability, Zagord, ruler of the Dark Realms, shares its deepest thoughts of you. You know, I've been told for millennia that I was meant to be a dark deity whose only purpose was bringing this reality to its undoing. But I've realized I don't need to be who I've been told to be. I've had more fun these days with you than in many millennia plotting this realm's demise. I think being a dark deity is not in my true nature. No, I might really be a high school girl. The dark deity shapeshifts into a purple tentacled girl. Say goodbye to Zagord, ruler of the Dark Realms. From now on, you can call me Zoe. Yellow. Best stat, banging a dark deity, not being alone. And there she is. Those 3 weeks are maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Scott turned out to be a genius and became the most renowned mathematician in the country. JK, he became an athlete, duh. He's still a bit of a simpleton, but as lovable and good-hearted as ever. Damien became an interior designer specializing in torture machines. Last month, Vogue magazine called his products the refined marriage between macabre and chic. Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. Their latest album has been a hit. There's no songs at all. The album is actually just a banana set on fire. And be sure, Liam doesn't care if you don't get up. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. That's our episode for today, folks. Next up, we're going to do Calculuster's first term secret ending, and then it's on to the other secret endings. Then it'll be time for second term. See you next time.